Alright guys, today we're in the blanket fort, hoping it don't blow away as normal. Stovepipe keeps blowing off, so I can't start a fire, but luckily the sun's out and warming it up, so. But today, we're going to work on ye old 460. We're gonna pull this pan off and inspect everything, and it looks like she's been seeping there for a while. And we're gonna have to pull this setup off and put this other setup on it. This one, and it's bolted to here. It's kind of like a coolant, I guess. Well, I know it's a coolant line, but I forget the name of it. But I'm gonna swap this stuff over and have to go to town in the morning and grab the oil pan gasket. Hopefully they got the right one. But our clutch finally showed up after 3 weeks of probably the coronavirus slowing it down. I don't know. But she got a new flywheel and clutch. And then we'll put the pulleys on that we need, like off of that one. Luckily, this one already has all, what is it? A power steering pump. I mean, we'll go through all that, make sure everything's good, get it back together, and hopefully tomorrow we can put it back in a pickup that's been sitting right there for a while. So, that's the plan. So I'll catch you. Well, before I go, I guess. This is why we pulled it out, because it's just looks like it got sunk under freaking water, but has a bad head gasket, and they ran it with it and just kept putting water in it. It looks like so bad news. So I'll probably take this puppy and see if it's rebuildable. And I might throw it in my fair lane if it'll fit. Well, hell, we got hammers, it'll fit. Mint. But I guess I should get after it because the wind is, so why not? Oh, yeah, new wall. Okay, so I got the oil housing pulled off. Made a damn mess. But a 3/4 bolt. Got a little passageway, is pretty much banjo bolt. But came over to this one. And anybody want a milkshake? Milkshake, anybody? I'm gonna have to clean the piss out of that. Oh well. It can be fixed. Ooh, I better pull the oil filter out. But that's nasty. Anyways, that's where I'm at, guys. Woohoo! Milkshake. That filter weighs probably, I don't know, 10 pounds. Oh, good thing I got dirt floor. Oh my god, do I really want to put this engine back together? Icky! So today, I'm going on an adventure to the city! Woohoo! Ew. Note to self: brand new water pump is no longer brand new. I was gonna suck the clean. you guys are thinking, aren't you gonna clean that before you pull the oil pan off? Yes I am. What kind of shady tree mechanic you think I am? Of course thinking, I'll shut up on that one. But I'll leave the 6 bolts that are in it, clean it off real good, and looks like we got a little bit of an oil leak right in here. Yeah, that's some gasket material falling off. So she's apart, we'll probably seal her up. I'll probably just go get a front seal kit for this and reseal it while it's out. Get it all nice and shiny and pretty and clean. And we'll go from there. I won't do that today because partly my wife used all my Goo Gone or whatever, or not Goo Gone, Purple Power. Yeah, there we go. So, tomorrow. I just realized, hopefully you guys can hear me with the wind blowing through here. Well, at least the tarp flapping around. Or hole in it today, that's lovely. But, figured it'd be a good time to show you the engine stand I bought. For $100. Got Dodge box on it. This is handmade. And it was actually already set up for 460, so perfect. But it does have these nice little stoppers. That one's stuck. So, take that loose. And this thing is smooth as butter. You don't have to work very hard with this. Yeah, fix that bearing because it's broke. But I mean, 460s are decently light. They're not like a diesel by any means. But it still beats prying over by hand. You know what I mean, Vern? Boom! Now she won't go anywhere. So I'll probably just let it sit upright, but everything go back for now. I'll clean up all of this. I'm glad he duct taped that hole. That was a good move. Get all this cleaned up and pretty and shiny and clean tomorrow, like I said. But that's the plan stand. But yeah, back to the old engine stand I got. This thing is heavy. The guy told me that they used to put truck engines like big cams, D-charts, cats, you know, 36OA and 36OB. You know what I mean. Anyways, said he's had a V12 Cummins on here too, which would have been a sight. I believe it because this thing is heavy. You don't want to load it on the back of a pickup by hand like I did. They don't work too good. But funny thing is, I actually, oh god, I probably better put something on that. But funny thing is this engine hoist came from the same shop, handmade by the same guy, and this thing is a beast. She needs new hydraulic cylinder, which I got evil planned for it. But there's another thing you don't want to load by hand. It's not fun. There's my old engine stand. Little piece of shit. But it's got this nice handle. Now you turn the knob so don't bleed on. And this one's fast and this one's slow. So I even put chain on there so you didn't lose the handle. Smart thinking. But this thing extends out probably 2 more feet. The legs do. I think these ones only extend out probably another foot, maybe. But right now I'm not too worried about it because I got a skid steer and I need to put my shop up. So the shop is still laying over there. I'm in the midst of cleaning stuff up. I'll make a video on that. Sad Spud. Spud guy. Hard dog. But that's all I know for today, so see you around. So just a little update. You can see it doesn't have headers on it right now, but it had, and the engines are like 2 years difference in make. So I just decided, well, this engine's going in a buddy pickup, in a buddy's of mine, in one of his trucks, and he wants to just keep it as stock as possible. They run good. They've never had bad luck with the 460. Except bad head gasket, but they bought it like that, so. But, oh, there's no light. I decided to test out the studs on this one, because if I break one, I really didn't care. Which, I got all the way to the second to last one. That's no big deal. If I just blow the nut on the end of it, heat it up a little bit, and should just simple as that. But as you can tell, they had these for emissions on each header. So yeah, like I said, you want to keep it stock. So in order to put those on, I have to swap headers out, and these ones don't have it. They still have this, which I don't know. He said either keep as stock as you can and delete it if you can't swap the headers, or do what you can do. So thankfully, I didn't need to replace this, and these things suck to get off. As you can see, the old ones, where'd you go? Old one's busted. So I'll probably buy this engine and rebuild it. And if it needs poured out, we'll make a cool little project out of it and put it in our fair lane maybe. So, water pump actually don't feel that bad. Anyways, that's just a little update. I'm gonna have to go, I'm gonna pull the front water pump off, check the timing, and reseal it on there, because I noticed it was weeping a little bit of oil. So, other than that, oh, I did get new manifold gaskets. That's why they're not back on. So other than that, I'll go to town tomorrow, get all the seals, get her sealed up, cleaned up, and hopefully I can start throwing this thing in the pickup. So, stay tuned. Hey Milwaukee, land of old, or Coachland Air here. But I just want to say that you guys build a fantastic, super tough tool. I have this little Milwaukee Fuel impact driver, 5-amp battery, torque settings, and I pulled a bad one 2 nights ago. Left this little feller out, hanging on some chicken wire when I was turning a pen down. And it is still ice cold. I think I woke up and it was, oh, like 15 and about 4 inches of snow laying on top of this. But I'm impressed. It's got 3 bars of battery right where I left it. Everything works just fine. Now I gotta let go of it because my hand's too cold to hang on to it. So we'll let that warm up a little. But fantastic job, guys. So thank you. 460 for my buddy. So we're gonna get her all cleaned up. I pulled the headers off of that one to put onto this one because they got a little bit different emission setup, like I was saying. So we'll get her cleaned up best we can with scraper and spray clean. I forgot to get some grease remover, but I'll just be stingy with the brake clean since it's fine. But I noticed the front timing cover was leaking, so I figured it'd be a good time to reseal it. Water pump looked good. So I got the balancer pulled off and the counterweight, whatever you want to call it. So I got all these from Napa. Oh, what's those going? Right. Yeah, got about 6 inches of snow last night. April Fools from Wyoming. So this is the oil pan gasket from Napa. They're Felpro gasket. I like Felpro, they make good stuff. But here's the part number. I'm gonna list them in the description below. So we got that. We got some new manifold gaskets. And then here's part number for those. MS94204 for 7 or 7.5 liter. So we got those. Most of these seals were cheap. That's why we're doing it. If they're expensive, we probably wouldn't do it. It's just gonna be an old ranch pickup. But I think those were like 15 bucks for the set, and the oil pan was like 20 something, and I think this one was 20 bucks even, and it comes with all that. So here's it's a TCS 4581. Did I say that right? 45881, yeah. Anyways, it'll be in the description. You're gonna go. I got the holes plugged off so nothing falls in it. So let's go shut off 12 valve because I haven't started it for a while.
Klappat hakten alla Fullfest hela dagen. Mjöl från livets grottekvarn. Fullfest hela dagen. Små på stort, det har vi alltid gjort. Så det är fullfest hela dagen. Alla fullfest hela dagen. Mjöl från livets grottekvarn. Fullfest hela dagen. Små på stort, det har vi alltid gjort. Så det Adra och tjocka. Ska ha det bra, ja. Klappat hakten alla var. Fullfest hela dagen. Mjöl från livets grottekvarn. Fullfest hela dagen. Små på stort, det har vi alltid gjort. Så det är goda för att gå glad, ja.
Whoops. So I forgot. Whoops. Found a whole jug of purple power, and I forgot it wasn't in a squirt bottle. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I used this old insect killer bottle. Yeah, so filled it up out of the trash can. Alright, well, you know how slippery that gets, right? So I was putting the lid back on it, and I frickin' dropped it. And I was like, well, that sucks. It's only about half that big, so I picked the bottle up again. I dropped it again. So I got a good mess to clean up. Shot needs cleaned anyways. Old chainsaw needs fixed. Video coming for that. But crap. But I'm gonna fill it up, wipe it down, and then spray it. Not too bad, huh? Purple power, we'll get the rest of it. So, let's get at it. So I don't know why people are so worried about toilet paper. All you gotta do is go to a mechanic and ask for some Scott's Blue towels. White better than toilet paper anyways. Don't ask me how I know. But don't flush these. Or reverse, don't flush them. I haven't done it, but thought about it. Bad idea. Don't do it. Alright, so I got the oil pan off. Need to clean it a little bit more. I got it all nice and cleaned up around the edges and stuff. Got the old gasket all the way off. Got the Felpro gasket laying there. Should probably get off ground, but I know I'm not gonna step on it. But looking at everything, pickup tube looks pretty good. Everything's checking out in here. So cam's looking good too. No scorch marks on it or uneven wear, don't look like. There you can see in there. Coated in oil, that's good. Grab our flashlight here. Take a peek, see in the cylinder valve. And that one looks pretty good. Looks like it's got cross hatching in it still. Same with that one, as much as I can see. Ooh, there's a good one for you. You're gonna have to bleed out these cylinders, you know, but that's not a big deal. They look pretty good shape. Can still see the cross hatching in them. I think she's a pretty solid runner. Oh, yeah, that one looks good. You can see that. But that's good. Haven't heard this engine run, so looks like she'll be a good one. But got her cleaned off pretty good. Not terrific by any means, but looks better than it did. You can actually see the color of the block. So what I'll do now is flip her back over, drain some shit out of it, and pull that timing cover off. So stay tuned. So I got the cover all cleaned up and the pan ready to go back on. Got all these new seals, got a sleeve and new front main. I won't need this one because that one, the oil pan gasket already has it. Here's your water pump gasket, and they send you some black RTV to put on it, and where a mechanical fuel pump would go. But this one's completely blocked off, so don't need to worry about that one either. And here's your timing cover gasket. So I'll probably just put a tiny bead and have it stick, so I don't have to pinch it or lose it or whatever. And then I'll probably silicone the bolts, run them in, pow pow. So if you have it torn apart this far, like I said, I checked all the pistons, spun it over a couple of times, had to put the pulley back on, but oh well. But that all looks good. Still got cross hatches, so she's a pretty good engine still. Maybe you want to check out your timing chain, and you don't want it to have very much slop. I mean, it could be better, but it's not terrible. It's not going to want to jump it too, so that's all you do. I mean, if not, they're not hard to change. I'll have to do a video on that one for you guys. But let's start getting them back together. I'll clean this mating service up real good and go from there. Okay, so got the front timing cover on, gasket and a little bit of sealant. Same with this. She's ready to go on. So an old mechanic's trick. I had all the bolts in the water pump, so I didn't lose track. But then I got a flat empty box. I could just shove them in the order they go. That way you don't have to second guess yourself if that's where that bolt goes. So just a little tip, and I'll put this on real quick. So we're winning. Now see, if we put this happy little bolt right in this happy little hole. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's a secret. All right. Front end's sealed up. Now we just need to put the balancer back on. And the, yeah, I'll just call it that. 'Cause I can't, I can't remember what the name of it is now. Brain fart. But we'll put that back on. I did have a sleeve for it. Actually, here it is. Gave you a sleeve for it. Well, this does have a keyway. Just need to clean it up. Stick it in. Put our harmonic balancer back on. And then flip her over and do the oil pan. So, let's get after it. Okay, guys, it's a couple hours later. Sorry I didn't film some of this, but the brackets are pretty straightforward. I guess I could show you. Got 4 bolts in each one. Here, here. Oh, this one is 5, sorry. Here, 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 and here. Then you need to take, in order to get the very bottom one, you got to take that bolt out and swivel this out. And it'll be just, see, it's right. There's my flashlight. Okay, the bolt's right there. And on this one, you got one there, 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 and there. And then a typical Ford 460, probably you have a nut here that this bracket loves to break. So keep that in mind, they all do it. So, but other than that, front is all sealed up. Well, hose are tightened up. I got the updated filter housing on here. This one was a little bit different. Bolted right on though. I'll leave her top side for the night. And I will put the alternator on, the headers on, put the new gaskets in, and go from there. And I gotta cut more firewood. That's another reason why I'm quitting tonight, because it's getting colder. I'm out of firewood. Only so many boxes I can burn. So, ow, shit. But anyway, she's coming along. She should be, oh, some of the snow melts off tomorrow. I should be ready to put her in. So, fingers crossed. Hope so. It's been a long process. So, see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It's a wonderful 9-degree morning in Wyoming in April. Well, those zip ties awesome, I would say. She changed the life. Freaking mint. Alright, good morning, guys. Well, I tipped her over and getting ready to do header. And, yeah, put a block heater in it. I was going to use an old one and test them, but they're like $30, so it probably won't see alright. So, now is a really good time to do one. But, I guess I figured how I'd show you how I do it. So, what I do is heat her up just a little bit. And take like a drift or a hole punch and knock a hole through it. And usually I get, oh, one like that, you know. Actually, where's, I got a good one. Oh, right here. I use that one. Got a little bit of a tip and it's got a little crowbar on it. And it's just about the right length. So I like to bang it down just a little bit. Probably halfway through the hole. With the hole already in it. I like to just pry up a little bit all the way around it. And I hit one side down. And then usually it'll just kind of flip in there, kind of like a quarter would. Or usually when you hit them down, they'll pop up like that. It'll be a little more stuck. And then you can just grab them. I got a lot of cleaning up to do, so screw it. But when you put these in, these things fit a variety. I'll put the part number down in the description. Just get all my stuff from Napa. It's just easier that way. But how these work, so you get this screw or bolt, set that to this bar, and as you suck that tighter and tighter, these little arms go to the side, and they lock it on the inside of the block. Now, I recommend going they want it pointing to 12 o'clock. So meaning that element is pointing up. Now, I almost put it in backwards because I had the engine upside down for a minute. Don't know why. Because it could. Checking out the oil pan gasket, making sure it was good. But, yeah. 12 o'clock goes up towards your valve cover. That's how I recommend it. That's how I've always done it. So, we'll stick her in there. Oh, also, I usually like to take some emery cloth and just rub that hole, make it cleaner. But 460 is a lot of bore. Ain't much room in there. It's always a good idea to check out what kind of sludge is in there too. But for now, we're going to put this in, and now don't go overly tight because then you strip it out. It's no fun. Trust me, I've done it. Young buck me trying to think it needs to be tighter than tightest nut in the world or something. Tighter than I won't say that one. Anyways, I'll get her tightened down and that'll be it. Then we'll go to headers. So stay tuned. Okay, so I got the plug in. I got the header on with the new gasket. And a couple good tips for you guys. When you're doing headers like this, it's always a good idea to put a little bit of anti-seize on the threads of these because it gets so hot. I mean, they like to get stuck, and then it just helps the next guy that has to work on it. Which, I'm not sure if another guy will work on this, but still the way I do things, so... And if you're not a klutz like me, you won't look like the frickin' Tin Man at the end of it. But, make sure you get all your bolts in before you tighten all them down. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, when you do these, you like to go, or any exhaust manifold, I guess. You should go from the middle out. If you know what I mean. So you can do this one, then this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So far, so forth. So, that's just a little tip I figured I'd show you. I'll put the motor mount back on. And after I get the other side on, I'll check the wiring. Make sure the injectors look good, all that shit. And probably get the emissions all hooked back up. I need to pull this line off because they cut it. Other than that, we're winning. She should be together here soon, so again, stay tuned. I'll be right back.